Manchmal bin ich ohne Rast und Ruhe, manchmal schließe ich alle Türen nach mir zu. Manchmal ist mir kalt und manchmal heiß, manchmal weiß ich nicht mehr, was ich weiß.
My name is Jana Wolf. I'm from Germany and I can speak English, Russian and Spanish.
I'm Danielle and I live in New Jersey. I was born in America, but I'm starting to learn some German.
My name is Louis de Augustine.
I'm Brooke.
My name is David Hoyt.
Paul Smith.
Paul.
Maya.
Spanish was my first language.
I'm fluent in Spanish.
So you didn't grow up in a bilingual household?
After I started learning Spanish, I started teaching myself Polish, and then I started learning Russian as well because
English, but I'd like to learn Spanish.
I grew up speaking only English as my mother tongue. Currently, not counting English, I can only speak Mandarin Chinese proficiently.
The benefits of being bilingual are essentially that I can communicate with other people.
An important thing is like to have conversations to be global. Like your country is not anymore like the only country in the world. Yeah, you live in a world which is a lot of countries. So for you to have no other languages is a good opportunity for you because you can communicate with other people.
Just opening up possibilities. You hear about everyone in Europe and all these countries, they speak 2, 3, 4, 5 languages, and you come to America and this is supposed to be a melting pot, and all different cultures have come here, and yet everybody speaks English. And
I've found in my own experience, and I happen to be looking for another job right now, that knowing Spanish, not to even mention Polish and Russian, gives me, if I may use the term, a leg up on the competition.
What motivated me to learn Mandarin is twofold. First, I really fell in love with the culture and the language and everything that really makes China unique in the world. From there, that initial interest grew to be professional. And so knowing Mandarin really gives me a leg up on business or in political dealings, or basically to really jumpstart and realize my career ambitions.
I think by being bilingual, you can actually feel in another additional way. You can think in a second language, and by that I mean you can actually have introspection with yourself that makes you understand something more deeply or with just to a fuller extent than with only one language. And I imagine if one is trilingual, it would be that much richer.
And I firmly believe that one cannot understand culture without language, but one cannot understand language without culture. It's a process.
Like right now, the people, like especially in America, it doesn't matter where, Germany too, they don't want people with one language, they want people with more than one language. So my family said, learn languages, and I'm from Europe, so in Europe it's very typical to learn more than 1 or 2 languages.
First of all, while living in America, we take for granted that lots of people in all their countries can speak English. So we just take for granted that I can go to Germany and I'll probably find people who can speak English. So
I know I have more opportunities with learning languages, and if I only would learn German, I can only talk to German people. And what would bring me to speak to German people who are like me? How do I learn about the world where I can communicate with them?
also one of the reasons I want to learn German specifically is because my great-great-grandparents are from Germany, so it's sort of my culture a little bit. I'm American, but I'm made up from different countries, so it's sort of it's neat to look back on your history.
It teaches you to look at the world in a different light. So words are not absolute, although most people grow up thinking they are. So knowledge of language directly dictates how we perceive reality. And you ask yourself, well, if they didn't have this word in another language, do they think that way? I had friends who speak Russian fluently as well as English, and they told me there's no words. My friend flippantly said once, there's no words for happiness, freedom, or liberty in Russian. And I began to wonder, and once my brother started studying, he's like, yeah, I can attest that, if someone asks, how are you doing, you say, normal. And it's just that different shades that you may not think about until you've branched out to a foreign language that really color your perceptions of reality and your interactions with other people.
Children. So I wanted to teach my children definitely English, definitely German, Russian, Spanish I don't have to because I don't want to. They can choose it, but the English and German definitely, because my parents are German, they can't speak English, so they need to know German. And then English, I want that they can communicate.
My child must be bilingual from birth. I'm going to be...
Well, you learn so much easier when you're a kid. You don't have to think about it, you don't have to struggle, it just comes more naturally.
And what I know about linguistics, it's a lot easier to pick up a language when you're younger than it is when you're older.
The major obstacle is outside the home and dealing with the predominant language, so that the child may be in a small bubble that he enters at home bilingually, and the moment he leaves the home, there's no further support, there's no further motivation. And for a young person, they don't see beyond the immediate moment, so that they tend to lose interest. I think so that the greatest obstacle is trying to have them feel that it's important and a good idea and fun.
Although you can teach the child to learn the language when he's young, at a certain age of development, they begin, free will really begins to skyrocket. And at that point, it's whether or not they internalize that love of language, that the desire to make the language their own and to continue with it. Because, I mean, you could teach them the language, and if they cut out in elementary school, later on they can say hello, goodbye, thank you, but they'll never truly know it. And so you have to teach not only the language, but the love of language. And so that it becomes their own to use.
Mae, cuéntame, ¿qué hace tu hermano siempre?
Pelear.
Pelear. ¿Y qué pasa cuando tu hermano pelea?
Me copia ya.
¿Te golpea? ¿Y qué hace mamá cuando Tomás te golpea?
Con epithencia.
¿Qué cosas le gustan?
Spearman.
Spiderman. ¿Y qué más? ¿Qué más hace Tomás?
Cuando el bebé está en panza mamá. Maya está haciendo de baby Tomás ahí. Su pelo. Y jugó con toys. Mi juguetes. Ves to have it for time play in one his toys. That's my turn, mommy.
¿En español?
My turn.
No. En español.
No sé.
Sí.
No.
Se dice me toca.
A mí.
Ajá.
Me toca a mí.
Okay. It would be correct to say you would envy a child who gets that opportunity.
I envy them now.
All right, thank you.
Chao. Adiós. Correros about 3 Adiós. Adiós, mis chicos.
Manchmal ist mir kalt und manchmal heiß. Manchmal weiß ich nicht mehr, was ich weiß. Manchmal bin ich schon am Morgen müd und dann such ich Trost in einem Lied. Über 7 Brücken musst du gehen, 7 dunkle Jahre überstehen. 7-mal wirst du die Asche sein, aber einmal auch der helle Schein.